Flashing lights warning. Radical 80s ahead.
Hey, Lucy! Here's Rosie! How are y'all doing today? I'm excited for a brand new stream because we are doing a roundup for a console for the first time. But also, like, I ended up not streaming again this week. Shit, just, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it, the new normal is whatever I happen to do. But last night, my good friend Johnny Axehandle was doing a stream of Sonic 1 Forever. That was very fun. I will continue to promote his streams whenever they happen. But then, you know, at some point he was like, oh yeah, check out Rosie McDamsel, she's doing a stream tomorrow. And I was like, well, shit, now I have to, don't I? That's okay, though. Sometimes I need someone to just give me a good kick in the ass so I do these things. But we are ready to go, provided that nothing, as usual, like, you know, goes crazy. I had the webcam crap out again for a moment. I don't know why that happened. It might have just been because I left the room and then... and then the motion capture program was just like, what the fuck? There's no one here! And then kind of like panicked or something. I don't know. But I had to like rotate my monitor and all that shit so I could have the webcam on there and then still have me be visible while I'm looking at the TV, which is where my games are, because we're using the flash card so I can play these games on original hardware. So I don't know if we'll get any like capture silliness with that. And you know, I've done it with the TV before and I don't remember what I did. I can't seem to put the webcam anywhere else because the cable's not long enough, so I don't know. I really don't know what it is I did last time. I'll have to figure that out. But hopefully things will work as intended right here, because it is time for the thing that we are doing. Alright, Phantasy Star 2. I've been playing Phantasy Star 2. And it might actually be on today's stream. Let me check that real quick. Because that was a really early game for the console that we are doing. But yeah, I've been playing that. I'll have things to say when we get there. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Alright, so if y'all are ready, it's time to debut SMD Roundup! Made a logo for this one too, as I always do. I had fun making this one, because I'm trying to, like, incorporate all of the, like, iconography of the Genesis Mega Drive. So, you know, we got, like, the circle. It's kind of supposed to be what the thing on the Model 1 looks like. And you got the inverted grid paper, as Scott the Woz calls it. So that was fun to do. But what's going to be even more fun is playing the motherfucking games. So let's fucking do it without any further ado. Our first game here is, well, the Genesis, the Mega Drive in Japan, seems to have launched with 2 games on October 29, 1988, which are Space Harrier 2 and Super Thunderblade. So, let's check him out. Sega! Wow, Sega made this? Whoa! Letters are coming right at me. This is the 16-bit generation. That was started by the PC Engine, but never mind that. Fantasyland falls into crisis now. Right now. This is happening. Stuna area. It sounds like a mental condition. So we've played Space Harrier a bunch on the roundups because it was being ported to like everything, and you know, this obviously still not as smooth as the arcade. That's just not going to happen. But I feel like it's probably a considerable improvement. I think I read that originally the Mega Drive was supposed to have scalar hardware, so that, you know, you could smoothly... you could smoothly scale the sprites like in the arcade, because Sega was doing that stuff with so many of their games. And I guess it was just way too expensive, so they had to cut that part. And yeah, these are the results of that. So I was under the impression that, like, Space Harrier and Space Harrier 2 were kind of the same thing, like, the second one was just an upgrade. Because they did that with a number of their scalar games, or, like, you know, fucking Afterburner 2 is just Afterburner 1 with fixes, and Galaxy Force is the same way. But I guess this is kind of different, because this does... I mean, it's kind of the same game, but you got different music, you got Gamera. I don't think Gamera was in the first one, so... If I'm not mistaken, the Genesis Mini 2 actually includes a version of this game that is smoother, but has the drawback of, like, a lot of sprite flicker, so some people are actually like, this is worse. You can barely hear anything?
Get ready.
Let me fix that for you. Sorry about that. It's hard to look at chat while I'm playing Space Harrier. There we go.
Get ready.
Is this better? I'll fix that in post. It'll be fine.
Get ready.
Hey, Johnny. What's up? Sorry about that. I need some kind of, like, alarm system where if people alert me to the stuff I need to fix, it just does, like, a loud sound or something. Because, man, you can't look at all the Space Harrier action. I can't be looking at chat while doing this. What is cool is the ground is very, very smooth. Like, look at how smooth that is. That's pretty cool, right? Well, generally, rule of thumb should be that you should be able to hear both me and the game, so... And I would err on the side of the game being too soft over me being too soft, because this is my show. But, yeah, they should both be audible. Sound alert for it. I will try to think of something for that. Unless anyone has any suggestions for what the sound could be. But yeah, that's Space Harrier. Let me actually try this again, because now I'll be less distracted. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe there's something in the air, but this is like the first time that I've played Space Harrier and been like, yeah, this is kind of cool. Visually just like, yep, that's Space Harrier, alright. I acknowledge it, I respect it, that's about it. But this time, I'm like, yeah. And that perspective change is wacky when you, like, they actually try to have, like, a camera that follows the player, which is crazy. This is 1988.
Get ready.
Maybe a couple notes of Sonic Racer Versus if that doesn't instantly say sound issue. I don't know why I would. That's a good one. That's a good one. Not says the warning sound when you enter a Maverick room. Oh man. You know, that would be a good sound alert, but I feel like that would be a good one in general. Damn it.
Get ready.
Get out of here, Shenron. Where's the enemies? Where are the enemies at? I love that you get scored just for continuing to live. It's like Gamera mixed with Ghidra. it's an accomplishment when a tree can kill you. Hey man, you don't want to fuck with trees. They're like really big. Try being around trees in a hurricane. You will die. So, you know, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them. I don't know how good this looks on the capture, but like the ground looks really smooth on my TV and it's a little mesmerizing, which is a problem because that's the last place I should be looking. Logged out of retro achievements for the time being. Is this about the fucking like Nazi Pokemon hack thing? Because I'm just like... Can we just reboot the internet right now? So we don't have to have sites be like, we are apolitical, so we will have the Pokemon hack with the Ku Klux Klan Pokemon in it. And I'm just like, you know, this would be the one time where I'd root for Nintendo's lawyers showing up. Why is there a Nazi Pokemon hack? Because 4chan. Whoa! Whoa! The sky is the floor is the sky! Villa Volta. Man, this is trippy. I bet if you played this while high, it would be freaking amazing. And then you die.
Get ready.
Well, record achievements isn't a business, so I don't know how you can be really fired. Can you be fired from a volunteer position? Is that the right terminology? Yo, the reset button still like doesn't work even in Genesis, which is crazy. So I gotta use the one on here, I guess. No, that doesn't work either. Off and on it is. Alright, so the other one was Super Thunderblade. I've heard this is a really bad port, but let's check it out. Sega! Oh god. Oh jeez, you couldn't have... Oh man, I think you should just hand draw something. Don't try to fucking put photographs on these old consoles that don't have enough colors. My god. Wow, we got options though. We got options so that... Whoa. They're really trying to be like, yo, look at how cool this is with all these letters flying about. Alright, that seems alright. Fine. See, just draw it like that. Here you go. 3D game day. I mean, Sega's arcade games were just like this at this point. And then when you have their new, shiny new console that's supposed to be like, it's an arcade in the home. Obviously you got, oh god. Yeah, no, I see the problem. I gotta assume they had different teams working on this. And Space Harrier got the, like, more experienced programming wizards, because... Oh, man. Okay, so it's very choppy, it handles like crap. I don't know what just killed me there. I think I was blocking that bullet the whole time with my sprite. And, ooh, man. And if I'm thinking of the right game here... Wow. That was quick. If I'm thinking of the right game here, then the arcade version also just looks way better. Like, there's way more stuff, you know, that you're passing by. So it doesn't even in stills, it would not look good. correct answer to how close this thing to my screen should always be? Guess! Right? Yeah, this, Oh, oh god! It doesn't even easy window it! Now that's the true arcade experience. You get like 2 seconds. Okay, hold on. So the controls are weird, right? Like, A is your like bullets, and then C is like your missile. But B is nothing, which is really confusing. Because you have to like travel so far. Wait, what? Hold on, now I'm confused. And also, this is a complete cacophony. I'm gonna turn that down. Holy fuck, I can't hear myself talk. Okay, one more time. One more time. Okay. One of these buttons skips that. I don't know which one though, but only half of it. Okay, so the bullet one also sometimes shoots missiles anyway? What? God. If I can't even figure out what I'm doing, how am I supposed to figure out what the enemies are doing? Okay, now that at least we figure that out, I can maybe actually play the game. Oh boy, though. That fucking music! What the fuck is that even? My god. I guess in being the arcade at home, they were also like, we need the sound to be like as shrill and obnoxious as possible so that you can hear it over all the ambient noise in the arcade. Which means that for the true home arcade experience, you need to get like a whole bunch of rowdy kids and teenagers and cigarette-smoking douchebags into your house to properly... And you also need like a dozen other games running at the same time in your living room. Like, C should be like your main action because it's like the neutral position for your thumb. And then from there on, you should go left. So if you've got nothing on B, the missile should be on B, not A. I don't know, man. Is that Sans? It's Panda Sans. Anyway, this sucks. This kind of sucks. But hey, it's the console launch. You really only need one good game for everyone to get when your console launches, right? Nintendo figured this out later. like, okay. I always kind of wonder about console launches, where, you know, some consoles are more about just like, you know, this is a console for like everyone. So, you know, maybe you'll be like, you gotta have all these different types of games that'll appeal to like random people. But a lot of the time you're gonna have like that one launch game that's like a killer app, and then all the other launch games are just kind of gonna fall by the wayside because how many people really are gonna buy multiple games immediately? Anyway, then you had to wait a month, and then you would get Altered Beast. And this is always like, you know, like the big, like, it's an arcade at home, because it's not that much downgraded from the arcade. Like, especially because, you know, back in the day, you would have to actually go to the arcade to play this game, so you probably wouldn't have, like, a perfect memory of what's going on. Rise from your grave. So it makes sense. And, you know, this was also the original pack-in in the US, which, again, if you're trying to do that whole arcade home thing, get back here! Ah. Yeah, I never understand why when you duck and you kick up. That's probably more useful in later stages, but right now I'm just like, okay, I want to attack these guys and also not get punched by the Dullahan, so like instinctively I'm gonna try to crouch kick, and then he just starts doing aerobics. Yeah, for these guys you want to do that, but it's a little odd. Can you get out of the way, please? There we go. Power up! Like, you should be doing like a crouch punch to do what I wanted to do. I don't care what anyone says, this is still fucking badass. You just fucking transform into a werewolf and start fucking doing Nova Strikes all over the place. Of course, now I can't seem to aim up anymore, so that's a problem. Oh, I can just do that. You know what? I've never done that before, and here's why. You have a different transformation in every level, so I don't know if you ever even see this guy again. I've never beaten this game, but I know that that's how it works. And because the first level's not very hard, I've never actually tried to do this. And now I'm wondering if I should have been doing that. I first played this game on Sega Smashback. Welcome to your doom. I'm talking over every single meme-level sound clip, sorry. I first played this on Sega Smashback back in the day, and I didn't even really know what I was playing. Like, because like I knew Sega, and I had probably vaguely heard of a console that people refer to as the Sega, but I didn't know that that's what this was. I just heard the music and I was like, oh man, this is like DOS games. That's so cool. Like, I didn't even know that Sonic was, like, a video game character. I thought that he was just, like, a cartoon character who got, like, shitty licensed games, because the first Sonic games I ever got to play were Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic Spinball, which was also on Smashback. But yeah, like, this game, I thought it was really cool. It's like, yeah, you get to play as, like, a Hercules and then transform, yeah! Now, unfortunately, Smashback had this bug where, like, on some releases, it would just like trigger the anti-piracy, which would make it so that after a few minutes of playing each game, it would exit the game and then delete the game file. Which really did not help for getting very far in these games. Man, I'm every time I play this game, I gotta remember, no, you use punch. Which again, is on A, which is not what I would have done, but whatever. I actually, Oh dude, Marvel Land was your first one? Johnny likes Marvel Land. I'm sucking right now because I'm looking at chat, don't worry about it. Panzer Dragoon? Ah, these things from Golden Axe. See, and that's why I think that, like, they should do a Golden Axe game that just also has this in it. Like, it's both. Because they both got the little dragon salamander ridey dudes. Brian Knowledge, welcome to chat. Freebird Arcade game as a kid. It's a good one. I like it. I actually have the arcade version. Oh, God damn it. These Sega games. They're too intense for me to talk and play. Oh man. It kind of sucks that you don't get any continues, because now I have to do the first part again if I want to keep talking about Ultra Beast. Why does it say Stella on the graves? Why are they all Stella? Did they go into the future and realize how good Stella Vermilion is and then put a tribute in this game from like decades earlier? That must be it, right?
Power up.
Stella Clan Cemeterian. Hey, Wooly. If I'm sucking, it's because I'm reading chat. That's just always the case. Don't worry about it. Do you still have to do another loop here now, or?
Welcome to
Okay, no, he does transform. Because if you don't get all the power-ups, you have to loop through the level again until you get them. Like, you're not allowed to fight the boss until you get this, which is good, because look at this attack pattern. You can't do this as a Herc. You gotta be Wolfman. Probably be doing it like this. But come on, he's got a Nova Strike. Why wouldn't you use it? Damn it! This is less effective, I feel. But, you know, theoretically, the right thing to do. I feel like every single game I play gets louder, and I have to turn the TV down even more. Where's Iki's tribute? Iki never gets respect because he doesn't have huge boobs. I'm gonna go teleport away and then put this girl in a headlock. Same pattern every time. Get out of here. Give me my power up. Give it. There it is.
Power up.
That took a while. I thought he was gonna come back down. Power up. Just knock its head off. That's great though. Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! No, my power up went away. Because there were too many... What are those things anyway? Just like pigs? It's like angry pigs? Yeah, see, now I gotta go through the stage again because I missed that one. So that's annoying. Stop it! Oh no, they're just as bad as in Golden Axe too. Give me that! Give me that! Yeah! Now I'm a dragon! We're gonna get Godzilla NES up in this bitch now. Get off. Oh, and Amber Blanca too. That's important to remember. you can knock the tail off too. I didn't even realize. I was always just like, you know, taking that as like a hint of like, oh, the dragon's gonna show up, so you better watch out. But I didn't realize you could just attack it. Oh, there were figures of this? I didn't even know.
Welcome to your doom.
Oh, I thought maybe I could destroy them before they get to me, but I guess that is not how that's gonna go. Did I ever finish saying that I have the arcade version of this on the Astro City? I think I got interrupted while I was trying to say that. I've got the Astro City Mini, which is like Sega's mini arcade cabinet. And it's cool. Got all this funky game over music. Doesn't fit the aesthetic of the game at all. But you know, maybe that's trying to take you, you know, you're transitioning back from the land of crazy, crazy mythological stuff back into the present day of the arcade. Just like how at the end of the arcade version of Golden Axe, all the characters just come out of the arcade cabinet and start chasing each other around in the real world. I would love to have the Taito minicab, but it's like out of print now, so it's like even more expensive. Because they keep making expansions for it. It's so cool. Like you can buy cards with more games. You could get like a controller that had like a spinner and trackball that came with like the spinner and trackball games by Taito. Alright, our next game is the first infamous bomb of the Mega Drive library. This is the Japanese exclusive, Osomatsu-kun, Hachamecha Gekijo, which is based off the classic manga, which is popular in Japan for a long time. Didn't really cross over until like the late Osomatsu-san was like the one that got like simulcast and everything, right? But yeah, this game, I've never played it, but it's apparently so bad that like they showed this at like a launch event as like, these are gonna be the games on a cool console, and this game was so awful I'm not even sure it like worked properly. and like one of the Sega guys is just like, oh, we're boned. I'll have to find the article where I read about that, and I'll link it somewhere. Alright, well, so far it doesn't seem... Oh, God. It doesn't seem too bad, just kind of like, you know, a kind of crummy platformer. The controls aren't amazing, but, you know, it's kind of delayed, kind of weird, but not terrible. So I'm waiting for that. Am I even hitting this guy? Am I even hurting him? He's hurting me, I can tell that. Hold on, are there any other moves I can do? Can I select these? Okay, so when you pause, you get these, like, icons, but I don't seem to be able to go to any of them, so maybe I need to get the items first? The games continue to get louder. God damn it! Okay, I'm just gonna turn that down. If this is gonna keep happening, I'm gonna have to put some sort of limiter on. Why are we playing as Lyman from Garfield? He does look like Lyman. What if you run under him? Well, if I meet another one of those, I'll give it a shot. How come we keep going inside and... That was an enemy? He's just standing... Okay. Nah, alright. That's... Why do we keep going inside places and then ending up outside again? Oh god. Red Oni. Okay, if he jumps towards me, I'll try what Johnny said. Okay, there's nothing here though. So that's a problem. Never mind! Never mind, that's not death, that's another stage. I'm underwater now, and I can't jump up here. If you hold up, you jump higher, it seems. Oh, but those hurt you? What are those even? I thought they were platforms. Or do they hurt you? Now I'm confused. Okay, this is kind of dumb and bad, but I'm not seeing like the infamous like... Why does that hurt you? Is it just gonna be death by 1,000 cuts? Where this just ends up being the worst experience of your life the longer you play? Because I'd heard that this game was just actively broken. Oshimai. No continues for me, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. This is not as horrible as I've been led to believe, but maybe that's later or whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of bad. Getting your mileage out of those 3 buttons on the controller? Really though. Oh man, the alerts are tiny now. I gotta do something about that. Why is my slingshot just like evaporate? I need to get the long beam. I need to go to Brinstar and get the long beam. What are these enemies? What? Okay, so it doesn't really look like the going inside places really does anything. Because I didn't go in anything and I still ended up here. Well, there are platforms. What hurt me before then? And now I'm stuck down here again. The crabs. Maybe I'm supposed to go in that door, I don't know. The turtle just kidnaps me. This is the tech Samus's blaster was developed from. Metroid lore unlocked right now. Is the game volume right yet, or... Oh jeez, who's this? Is he the boss? Because I can't scroll past him. Okay. I did it! Oh yeah, I guess we saved one of the brothers. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the worst thing I've ever played. I've played worse, but... It's not good. Alright, our next game is Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle. Remember Alex Kidd? He's back in 16-bit form. I've heard this is also bad, but I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't like Alex Kidd to begin with. And the game doesn't seem to work. Oh no. Maybe I got the wrong version of it. I know there's this whole thing where like some early games don't actually work on Mega Drives that are like after the first batch because they implemented like the freaking lockout, and some of the early games don't have what you need to get in the lockout, so it just won't work even though it's a real game. Okay, so clearly there is a reset mode, I just can't make it work, apparently. I don't know. I might have to do this one on emulator. Which is unfortunate. I really thought... I really tried to make sure that I got the correct version of each file. So that this wouldn't be an issue. Maybe the issue is something else entirely, who knows. Let me just freaking start up my emulator. What do I even use to emulate freaking Mega Drive these days? I usually don't need to, you know? Alright, just a second here while I get this set up. I don't even know what the controls are going to be, but my controller is plugged in, so... Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. Error loading. Even the emulator doesn't want to do it? What's going on here? Alex Kidd does not want to be part of this show. He's just like, get out of here. Okay, that one works. Alex who? Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. Wow. I'm probably gonna bind my controls. I don't usually emulate Genesis games, so I don't even know where the hell anything is. Redefine keys. 3-button pad use mouse. Oh, was I using this with like the spinner before? The paddle. Oh, okay. Okay, it's one of those cool emulators that just like detects your L trigger not being pressed as every single thing. So, fuck it. Okay, no, I went to keyboard, then that still doesn't work. That's cool. That's very awesome. That helps me out a lot. Can I reset the controls? What the fuck, dude? Reset the default key settings. That should work. Why is his last name in quotes? I was gonna get to that. Like, where does that even come up? Continue is in the options screen? What? No credits. I gotta put money in the Sega? How do I make that screen come up again with the story? I wanted to know why he was Alex Kidd. Oh, the jumping is really bad. Beat me at the game, and I'll give you a gift. Bet 50. Ooh! Will you bet your life? I thought it was betting $50. But sure, I guess. I don't even know how I picked scissors. I just did. Well, when I waited at the title screen the first time, I just came up with a demo, but... So sometimes he just starts kicking in the air, and I don't know what that's... I'm just pressing jump. But just like, sometimes during the jump, he decides to do an attack too, so that's not... That doesn't work very well, does it? Oh, it's this again. I think you press up for scissors. Alex Kidd, much like Wayne Campbell, is known for his martial arts mastery. I don't know who that is. But, you know, Alex Kidd was supposed to be Goku originally, so... God damn it. Is this how this is gonna go now? First level's like, you know, it's not the worst thing ever, and then this happens. You can't even punch the rock! Oh, from Wayne's World. Okay, Let's wait at the title screen. Yeah, originally Sega got the license to make a Dragon Ball game before like anyone else, and then they took so long to make the game, the license expired, and they had to turn into Alex Kidd. That's not a rock, that's a bug poopy. Well, he should still be able to punch through it. I mean, he already looks like he doesn't bathe, so... I'm Alex Kidd. I live on the planet Ares. My brother, Eagle, is king. Frankly, my life was uneventful. But then I heard a rumor. My lost father, King Thor, was alive on the planet Paper Rock. Why is it named Paper Rock? Because everyone there is an expert at the game called Paper Rock Scissors. If a visitor's no good at that game, he won't last long. My family didn't want me to go because I suck at paper, rock, scissors. But I have to find out, is my father still alive? You'd think his whole family would want to go there then. Is he the only one who cares about his dad? I know it's rock, paper, scissors. I couldn't even say it. Should be grounds for summary execution. I think we have worse sins to deal with. Anyway, next up is Phantasy Star 2. As predicted in the prophecy. I hope you can still like see my face when I'm looking at the TV. I'm not like just completely to like profile view here. Oh man, a game with like normal volume? This is fucking wacky. That said, in the Japanese version, the drums are really loud for some reason. They have to fix that. So this was in Sega Smash Pack, I think the first one? It was in one of them. And our name will be... We have 4 characters. What should our name be? Like, I haven't played very many RPGs at this point. Like, I probably played Pokemon, maybe seen Final Fantasy. Plock, okay. Our name will be Plock. But immediately, it's just like vibe central. Especially when you haven't played the first game, so you don't know what the hell's going on here. This guy has like nightmares. And you know, if you've played the first game, then you know, oh, this is the final battle from the first game. Man, look at that! That's so vibes! Look at those vibes. I am Plock, an agent here in Paseo, the capital of Mota. We abbreviated the name of the planet sometime in the last 1,000 years. Yeah, the mother brain is in this, so the Metroid cinematic universe continues to expand. She also had 3 companions, but they weren't important enough to show on screen. Well, he's not, spoiler for this game from like 30 years ago, he's not related to any of them, so... Good morning, Plock. How are you? Almost 2 years have passed since you started working for me, the commander of Mota. This is how people talk. What I'm going to ask you to do will be the toughest job you've ever done, but it's vital to the future of Mota. Yeah, so the whole planet is being taken care of by this mother brain AI, and this may surprise you, but there's some fucked up shit going on with the AI. It's okay though, because we have this like cat elf girl that we adopted. But man, playing this as a kid is immediately just like, whoa, there's like a whole setting here. There's so much immediately like, whoa! There's this whole world. Now, of course, this doesn't necessarily... Oh, God. I've been playing this with, like, fast forward. So, I'm not... Wait. But also, like, even when I'm not on fast forward, it's not this slow. Do you speed up later in the game? This is weird. This is really weird. So, you know, you got your whole thing, and the menu's a little dumb, right? Like, this is all fine, sure, whatever. You got your techniques, you know, magic. You got your stats here, which I don't know why they didn't call it the stats. But, like, every time that you use a technique, it, like, quits you out of the entire menu. And if you try to, like, equip something that you can't equip, it also quits you out of the entire menu. So if you prick the wrong thing by accident, you gotta go in there every single time. And the longer you're in the game, the worse it gets, because, like, every single... You get, like, a, you know, a designated healer, and you're gonna have to go to the bottom of your freaking party list and then go all the way to where the current level healing spell is. And, yeah... It gets a little dumb. And I don't think we'll even get to it because I can't spend that long on every game, and RPGs always get screwed by that, but... The dungeons. Oh boy, the dungeons. But first, every time you go into a battle, you end up in, like, fucking 80s VR because there wasn't enough room on the cartridge for battle backgrounds. So if you press fight, or fight, you just go. You have to go to sticky, which is strategy, and then into order, which is order, to actually select something else for them to do. Half the party gets defaulted to defending. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. Like, every time you change their party loadout, it resets that. So I don't think May actually comes with weapons by default. She can fight, she hasn't gotten weapons, you need to buy them, but but Rolf over here, Pock, he has them, so that's really silly. Also, these battles are very slow, and you get the radical late 80s of the screen going red every single time you get hit in this game. Which, fortunately, you know, that at least is toned down on like, re-releases of this. You play it on... Is this still Alex Kidd? Yes, that's him right there. If you play this on the Mini or, like, the Virtual Console, I presume also on, like, the Nintendo Online, then, you know, that's not... You don't get the flashing. It's like, really subtle, but still, these battles are so freaking slow. I absolutely recommend playing this fast forward during battles. So, between that and the fact that you absolutely will need a guide to get through the dungeons because they are so fucking convoluted. Nearly all of them are just like a nightmare. That makes it hard for me to just recommend this game outright, to say like, yes, this is a game you should play. Because you need to do a bunch of stuff that is not part of the game to make the game good. And that's the problem. Let's look at the item store. Why am I so slow? Look at the weapon store. And yeah, for some reason, Nei's weapons are translated as bars. They're supposed to be claws, and you can clearly see that in her attack animation. But no, I guess she's Gordon Freeman, according to this. It looks a little blurry. What does? It looks fine on my preview. It's kind of funny that, yeah, you can, like, separately equip right and left hand, but then sometimes I accidentally, like, pick the wrong hand when I want to, like, have two different weapons, and it gets a little silly. Yeah, the story is... It really tries to, like, go some places that were not really all that common in RPGs just yet. It also has one of the dumbest fucking moments, though, that it's played for tragedy, but just ends up being unintentionally funny. It's not that far into the game. If you play it, you will probably know when you get to it. But yeah, like, there's this whole, like, future society, and everyone's like, everything's great, because we don't have to do shit. Oh boy, I didn't heal. Hopefully May will get to do this in time. And there's, like, fucking creepy bio-monsters everywhere, and there are some designs in this that are just like, whoa, this is fucking gross. Like, it gets all fucking John Carpenter's The Thing up in this game. And, there's a racism, like, people are racist to Nate because she has ears. Because she has ears. And... You know, it's gonna get very Final Fantasy IV in how much the characters get screwed over the course of this journey, even as they're trying to freaking save everyone. And there's something else that this game did that, like, no other game really did. And some game called Final Fantasy VII takes the credit for that one. So you probably know what sort of thing I'm talking about, but I don't really necessarily want to spoil it outright, so... If you still don't know, just play the game or watch someone else play it and you'll know. We're gonna get an ad soon, it looks like. And it should be synced properly now. Apparently, the freaking... When the timer comes up on your, like, Twitch display, when you're streaming... It depends on your local time on your computer, but when the ad starts, depends on Twitch's time, which makes sense. So if your computer is like a little like behind or ahead or whatever, if it's not synced up, that's why you get the whole thing where it's like an ad is about to start and then it doesn't, which is what was happening to me. But if it's still synced, then we should be getting an ad now. I don't see the ad thing come up yet. Yeah, the recruitment is definitely very weird. Like, instead of just meeting characters on the way and, you know, they have similar goals or they sympathize with your plight or whatever, you just, every time you go to a new town on this planet, you have to go back to your starting town, which thankfully is not that hard because there's teleporters. And then they just show up at your house. They just show up at your house. So you gotta go into your house and then you can put them in your party. It's so weird. And also the party composition is very odd. Because you got some of the like basic archetypes, right? You're gonna get your tank, your DPS and all that. And then there's gonna be one character who's only good against bio monsters, which, you know, you're fighting for a good chunk of the game here. But then you get, you start fighting robots, and a different character is good at that. And then eventually you start kind of getting both. And then there's a character who is a thief, which is not useful because you can't steal in battles, but like, if she's in your party, she will randomly shoplift something, and then go back to your house every single time, no matter where you are in the game. She will find her way back to your house, and you have to go get her again to get her and whatever item she stole. So what most people do is just train her up to level 10, and at that point, you can steal from your workplace. And the reason you want to do that is so you can get an item that lets you save anywhere, instead of having to go into a town. And after that, you don't need her ever again, because by that point you'll be making enough money that you don't really need to like randomly steal items and hope that they're good. So, you know, our job says we have to go here, but this weird balding dude is here. He's a crazy mercenary, and he'll probably try to murder us, so we gotta deal with that first. She's got some unique armor unavailable in shops. I guess there is that, but do you really want to deal with all that crap, though? God, the start of this is very slow because there's so little you can do so far. It does speed up once you get more stuff. Like, the game overall gets a little easier, or at least smoother. And then, you know, if you're using a guide, it should be smooth sailing until you get to the snow planet Dizolis, which just has the fucking dungeons. Like, even if you know where you're going, the enemies will kick your ass real hard, so. So I guess on my list, I have to give this a try it, because I think you should try it. But if you actually want to play it, get a guide, get an emulator where you can fast forward, and play the game that way. I'm playing it in Ares on my Steam Deck, and that actually has a thing where if you fast forward, the audio continues to go at normal speed. So the sound effects will get desynced, but the music just keeps going. So it actually ends up seeming kind of smooth, even though you're speeding up the game constantly. But yeah, unfortunately I can't show that much because I gotta move on to the other games, but I hope I made it sound interesting at least. Okay, this next one's interesting, right? Okay, we're doing that again. So Sega had an arcade version of Tetris, and they were going to port it to the Genesis, and then right before it was supposed to come out, Nintendo got the license, you know, that whole infamous thing. So Sega was just like, let's not risk anything and just cancel the release. But there do exist copies of it, and Wikipedia lists it with its original release date as a game that got released, so I guess because, like, you know, like finished copies that were supposed to be in stores, they do exist. They're very rare, but they do exist. So I guess we'll include it here. What's interesting is this is actually not the same version that is on the Genesis Mini 2. That is a new port. And I don't know why they bothered, because this is a fucking horrible version of Tetris. Alright, normal game, time trial, doubles? Is that like... What is doubles? I don't have a second player right now to figure that out. Noth is ill, so I can't get him in here. And, you know, we've had bad Tetris before, so it's kind of difficult to describe some of this, but, like... It's really slippery. It's very slippery. It's... You will make mistakes just because... Because things just kind of move too fast sometimes compared to what you're inputting. And also, like, it feels a little unresponsive because... Look, you can't rotate that because it's not fully on the screen yet. And if it turns out that that's normal in Tetris, I'm gonna look stupid, but... I've never felt that problem with other versions of Tetris. It's just here where I'm just like, why isn't it fucking responding? Oh. Also, this music sucks, the background sucks. I feel like Nintendo did them a favor by hijacking the rights to this. Because in the whole console wars, this would have looked really stupid for Sega. Like, Nintendo could have just come in with the Game Boy and been like, yeah, our, like, tiny monochrome handheld can do this wildly popular game better than Sega's big fucking big dick machine. So, no, take that as you will. Music sounds like I'm playing like a weird, like a lame rip-off of The Incredible Machine. Sure doesn't sound like Tetris. And like, sure, Nintendo were the ones who were like, okay, we're gonna really lean into the whole Russian identity of Tetris by having like a Russian folk song playing and all that. But you know, we've played those pre-Nintendo versions that were on the Famicom on NES Roundup, and those weren't great. One of them was particularly bad, so I don't know, maybe it took Nintendo to even just turn Tetris into something good. It certainly didn't take... Why did I do that? It certainly didn't take Sega. Wow, my eyes just did not line that up properly at all, and now I'm kind of fucked. Stop giving me these! The game's just trolling me now. It's mocking me for my failures. I don't know if the music ever changes. I know it gets faster. But just, yeah, it makes Tetris feel like work. It looks like a slog. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, I think it was ultimately a good thing that this one did not come out. Oh, man. And yet, M2 felt the need to make a new port of the arcade one, and it still sucks, because the basic is just, it's a shitty version of Tetris. Sega's Tetris is bad. So I don't know why they bothered. Took the Soviet work ethic thing too far. Oh god. I guess they did port over the Russian identity. Alright, it is time for our first sports game. Tommy Miller's Sword of Baseball. And you know what I've said before. You get one. In fact, you can have as many baseballs... That face though. Why is his cheek puffing out like that? Is he like a 90s anime girl? Is he Lena Inverse? But, you know, you get to have baseball, but once you have a good baseball game, you better come up with something really unique, Otherwise, I'm just gonna be asking you,
It's baseball.
what the hell's different this time? But let's check it out. Sure. Oh man, I got Frank Zappa on my team?
Play ball.
Yep. It's
Right.
baseball. Get familiar with the timing here.
Fielder.
Alright. Alright. Oh, I like this one. This one's great. Yeah, I feel like, you know, sports games are going to benefit from better hardware, you know?
Ball.
Okay. Definitely, like, up to a point.
Strike. Strike.
Okay, it does the weird thing where, like, you gotta hold the button to swing properly. But if you do an incomplete swing, you're just stuck like that. So that's pretty silly. I like these GTA sprites. They look like GTA 1 and 2 in the overhead.
Right. Shortstop.
I'm still not very good at the whole batting thing in these baseball games. Like, I just don't entirely get, like, what I'm supposed to... Because it's not like... You know, I can see the pitcher, like, shifting about left and right, but other than that, like, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Right.
This game's way softer.
Center fielder.
Oh, I like that sound effect. That was cool.
Out.
Damn it! Alright, time to be the pitcher. Figure
Third
this
baseman.
out. Woo!
Safe.
You throw any slower.
Strike.
You just forgot to hit the ball. Let me know if you need to turn this one up, because, man, the volume sure is all over the place here.
Safe.
Damn it!
Safe.
I love that you can always just
Safe.
do this
Safe.
until the end of time.
Safe.
That's fun.
Ball. Ball.
It only takes 2 ball? I thought it was like 4.
Second
Is that just softball? Damn it! Someday I'll get half decent at one of these games.
Safe. Safe.
That guy stole a base. What an asshole! You can't just steal the base. We need that to play.
Left fielder.
Yeah, this one's not bad. Alright. So, you know, obviously it didn't have the endorsement in Japan. It was just called Super League. I don't know. Did I include that version? It's probably the same with a different title screen, regardless, so. Next game is Super Daisen Ryaku, which I'm absolutely not going to be able to play. This is a famous strategy game series. And I know this one definitely has, like, an issue where you can't play this on a lot of Genesis systems or Mega Drives. This is how you know you're getting into some nerd shit. Just gray screen with just a menu of text. So what do we... Okay, you gotta load the map first. What is this, a computer game? If I'm not mistaken, you gotta use A to select here, which is weird. I believe there is a... Oh, now the Japanese comes in. Now I'm fucked. I can't read all this. I believe there's a secret map you can get with a code that is in the shape of Ney from Phantasy Star. Which checks out. This is probably the same team, because listen to that music. That organ sounds pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what any of these options are, so I can't... Okay, I moved. Okay, oh god. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I cannot play this. I don't think there's a translation for this one, so... It's probably good, but if I can't even get to the point of, like, fighting someone or whatever, then... I don't know what I'm doing. Rifle... Okay, I think this is like the attack menu, but then it's telling me that I can't do that. So I don't know what that's about. Everything is an error. I'm not allowed to do anything! Okay. Alright, I guess I can't show anything here, sorry. What is up next? Thunder Force 2, now we're fucking talking! Now we're fucking talking! My biases are coming out in full force here. Cheer sagging again! I got the saggy chair! Oh yeah! Good luck! Coming out in a Thunder Force. Alright, they had this overhead stuff. And the sequels is just a side-scrolling shooter. But I think the first game, which is the only one that's not on the Mega Drive, that was like a Japanese PC game, I think. I think that had like this style. And people kind of just ignore that game, it seems. It's occurring to me I've never played this one. I've played 3 and 4. So I actually don't know what I'm in for.
5 words.
Guess we're fantasy zoning it up at overhead. So, okay. He just destroyed me. I was just like, is that just like a wall? Where were we looking at here? And then I just respawn on the other side, so... That's what everyone in East Germany should have tried in the Cold War. Just fucking walk into the wall, you die, and then you respawn in West Germany. That's how that works, right? I like that this option is just like... looking at the bullets and just like, no, get out of here. So I don't entirely know what my... Oh, I can like split my beam? I don't know how useful that is right now, but... I'm not sure what my objective is because you've got this like free thing going on. Wait, that wall looks like it's like... I don't get it, the wall thing is weird. Can I, like, destroy them? Like, I can get through them by dying, which is... like, what? I'm confused! I'm so confused! Push trigger A. Alright? Push trigger A. I've never heard buttons called triggers before. Before triggers called buttons. Yeah, it looks like that wall should be above you, but it's not. And yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to achieve. Like, is there specific stuff I should be destroying? Is there like a place I'm supposed to go? This looks important, but I destroyed that before and I haven't seen it really do anything. Makes all this happen. Oh, I got super! Like, there's gotta be a way to get through that wall without blowing myself up, right? Okay, so here you select, you go back and forth with A and C on the weapon select, and then B is just firing. Oh, you can just hold it. Okay, cool. Chase down here. I can't get a clean shot because they keep following me. Yeah, take that. Get the hell out of here. What? Okay, I thought maybe that was going to be like a boss, but then he just immediately died and nothing happened, so... Okay, pause is pause. I was like, maybe start with something unusual that I need. Who knows? Like some of those TurboGrafx games. But yeah, right now I don't know where I'm going. It's well made. I'm enjoying blowing things up. I just wish I knew. You may have to take out everything in the area you're in. So I'm just gonna be looking around for stuff to show up, or... That's not super exciting, really. Does that count? Is that in the area? It's on the ground, below the wall. You know, you'd think I could just fly over or under it. It's clearly, like, not attached to the ground, so... I think... Oh, what? Okay, I guess I temporarily took out that wall somehow. I don't... I was shooting the cross-shaped thing before, but it didn't seem to do anything that time, so I just kind of... The conveyance is a little strange, isn't it? This is wacky. This is really wacky. Oh god. Oh no! Yeah, I still don't know if I achieved anything there. So I want to recommend that, I just don't know what I'm doing. You're always wondering if you've achieved anything? Mood, man. That's the mood. Our next game is... Oh, this is... We got one for you here. This is called Last Battle, but it's actually a Fist of the North Star game, so I guess we gotta try both, just to show the difference. But from my understanding, it's just, you know, they file out the serial numbers. All is not well with the world. A great war had devastated the land, and a nefarious power had established an empire where the good people were treated like slaves, but there was hope. The mighty Arzak and his two companions... This is going too fast for me to read out loud. Arzak. Don't you just want to play a game where the hero is named Arzak? We gotta save Alyssa. Who is definitely not Yuria. Time to kick some Arzak. The last hero! Legend of the final hero. Last battle. This, I think in the US this was a launch title. Yeah, you can really tell that this is definitely not Fist of the North Star right now. I mean, it's Arzak. He's nothing like Kenshiro. Look at that. Completely distinct. Completely original fight moves. Alright, C is jump, B is kick, A is punch. Stands to reason. But his kick is always, like, up. He's the reverse of John Altered Beast. Standing kick is up. Crouch kick is normal. I wonder, is there anyone who, like, is old enough and had a Genesis when it came out and they had this game and they were like, yeah, man? Or was it just immediately like, I've made a huge mistake? Like, maybe it was like that freaking Kung Fu game on the TurboGrafx where just like, whoa, sprites! I wanted you to meet Alyssa! Now you have the look of a hero! What? Oh man, there's paths here. We're getting all Clash of Demon Head. Oh, hello. This exciting fight music. This makes it sound like this is a tragic fight that's been built up to for 50 episodes, but it's just like the first guy, Mr. Green Hulk. Mr. Green Hulk. He's Hulk and Hulk Hogan at the same time. Look at his portrait. What? Game over? One life? One life right now. You get one life. Alright, well, if we're gonna do a try two, I might as well do it with the serial numbers put back on. That's great. Oh, it's in Japanese? You can hold C to pause the narration, to pause the crawl, and you can read it at your own pace. Or any button, actually. Except start, which starts the game. That's kind of incredible. Oh, I kind of wanted to see the title screen, but I guess I skipped it. Why can't I reset? Why can't I reset? Is that the thing from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but you put it in Google Translate? I was hoping we might get, like, the theme from the show or something, but it was the fucking same. I thought we were gonna get to Biwa-Shock. Oh, there you go. See, now you know that he's not Arzak, because he made that sound. Whoa, the blood, though! Okay, now this is Fist of the North Star. I was not familiar with your game. Literally. Is there just like a ceiling up there that we can't see that he went into? God damn, he just fucking head explode with one hit. I love the Lilican Shiro chess piece, that's great. Oh shit, now he's regular Hulk Hogan! Or whoever. Why is his life bar so fucking big? Mine's like small. And I can't even hit him. Good. I'll get him eventually, guys. Damn it! It's still one life. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Just, I guess we gotta go the other way. I don't know. This is just what Kenshiro does when he goes to the grocery store. He's just fucking walking all Simon Belmont there, and people show up and he's just like pfft, explodes their heads. Can you go in there? I guess not. Yeah, I guess they just needed their own kung fu. It's not the worst Fist of the North Star game I've played, I'll give it that. I'm sure it just looks like he doesn't even give a shit. Oh, hello. Maybe you gotta find a way to just like level up before I can beat Hulk Hogan. Are these bug poopies too? Okay. Suddenly garage door. And Shira, we've trapped you with our deadly garage door trap. This door also does nothing. Guess we're down here now, because what? Okay, can I punch them? Can I punch the arrows? I can punch the arrows! Sometimes, anyway. Where's the wall? Oh, he's just going back up. Alright. Ooh, spiky spikes on the ceiling. Can I pick that up? I mean, I guess Kenshiro doesn't really need it, but it looks cool. Like, these all look like expensive daggers. You could probably sell those. Well, it's post-apocalypse. Or probably, you know... Nobody's gonna want a fancy dagger, they just want one that works. Alright, and now because of that little wall that Kenshiro could probably punch through, we have to go all the way around. Oh god. I could have probably done that better. Okay, we're falling all the way down. I love that he could potentially just fucking go all the way through and not even care. We have choices to make now. We could go in two directions. 2 directions. That's the power of the Sega Genesis right there. Sega. Oh man, 3 directions. This is getting crazy, bro. This is getting crazy, so crazy. I'm gonna go to the next game. Alright, our next one is World Championship Soccer, also known as World Cup Italia 90, also known as World Cup Soccer. Why is it doing this shit? Stupid flashcard. Why did it have to scream at me? Oh! I guess we'll do a test match. Select your team. That's not the name of my country. This game sucks. Yes! All these very Dutch names we got in here. Oh, we got one that actually looks like a Dutch name. Select opponent team. Oh, we got the GTA sprites again. You know, I feel like usually if they have such similar colors, one of the teams is gonna have to change, is how that works. But this game doesn't give a fuck, so... Fuck colorblind people, I guess. I don't really feel like I'm in control all that much. He just looks like I ran him over with a car. Goal kick! Okay. Just to let you know where the ball was. Okay. Oh, okay. So I thought that was a cutscene, and then it was like, no, you actually gotta like get like a special cinematic view of the goalie kicking the ball back out into the game. He just fucking steals the ball. It's a little awkward the way that it like auto picks who to let you control sometimes, because you'll be like, okay, I'm catching up with this dude, and then it's like, no, you're this dude now, and then you go in the wrong direction. Man, if real football matches had this kind of soundtrack, I'd probably be more interested. I'm lucky to even get near the goal, let alone freaking actually taking a good shot at it. Damn it! This goes all the way. I fought so hard. Oh, come on, that was in the goal. Come on. Come on, he didn't block that for shit. Come on. I can't lose to freaking Americans at football. This is bullshit. This game sucks. I wonder if the version that has the World Cup license is real player names. Not that it really makes a difference to the actual game, but... Bitch! Bitch! It's my ball! Give me the ball! Give me the ball! Give me the ball! No, don't fucking pass it that way, you idiot. It's a little unresponsive with the direction, it seems. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, he just immediately had it. Didn't even have time to do anything. He was just right there. Yeah, leave it to the fucking American goalie to get in my fucking way. I don't even know what I'm trying to scout that. What the fuck? Give me the ball back! Give me the ball back! No! No! Asshole! Asshole, I was doing good and you were just like, nah, the ball's mine now. Eat my ass. What the? Why were you going that way? That wasn't even remotely where I was aiming. There really is something strange going on with, like, the fucking direction that you shoot in. Okay, that's just bullshit. How am I supposed to know where it is vertically? Soccer isn't a real sport anyway. Well, at least I can fucking understand what's going on instead of fucking American football where they just all, like, pile up and then they have to pause for 5 minutes to figure out how they're gonna pile up the next time. So you can just take that fuck-ass attitude right out of here. I'm literally pointing the opposite direction, and yet he's just like, nah, I'm just pass it back. That's useful, right? Don't want to get anywhere near that goal. Come on, I just want to score one fucking goal in this goddamn game, but it's not letting me fucking play properly. Ah, jeez. Literally pointing down and left, and he goes up and right. Ass. Shit game. Literally the opposite of what I was pressing. Now let's play something that will not make me angry at all. With ghouls and ghosts. Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts, the second Ghosts and Goblins game. This version was actually programmed by Yuji Naka. Why is the default difficulty practice? This is interesting. So in the arcade, it was a 4-way joystick, so you got that shit where, like, if you press down and then go straight into walking, it doesn't work. You're, like, kind of stuck crouching. And I guess Yuji Naka was like, nah, I'm gonna add a mode where that shit doesn't apply, which is cool. That was, like, his one good idea he was allowed to have, I guess. Seems like the intro sequence isn't here. Unless I had to, like, wait at the title screen for it. Obviously does not look as good as the arcade version, but... as far as this franchise goes, you know... Whoa, shit! This is a lot better than most ports of Ghosts and Goblins, I can tell you that much. I love they just, like, come out and then just kind of look around like, is it safe to come up yet? Haha! Now, here's the thing, right? This game's way better than Ghosts and Goblins. Don't fucking at me. It does have some of its own bullshit. Like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be, like, floors where it's just like, memorize which part of the floor is gonna fall down. But, like, it's just so much better, man. It's just so much better. But yeah, in the arcade this ran on CPS-1, so, you know, that was already ahead of what really any of the game consoles in this generation could do. So it makes sense that there's some graphical downgrades here, you know, it's not going to be as colorful or as high resolution, but it plays pretty great. So once again, it's kind of in that Altered Beast tier of like, you know, if you're not going to see them side by side, you might be tricked into being like, yeah, this is the same game. That wasn't going to happen on the NES, though. Ah, damn it! Ah, shit! Not even gonna jokingly at me, because you're absolutely right. I know I'm fucking right. Okay, I get that it doesn't make sense for Arthur to be able to hit, like, tiny tornadoes, even if there's dudes inside them, but, like, why is it just like a bing? You know, like the tornado just blocks you. It's just like, you can't hit me! I am the wind! Get a freaking melee weapon in this, which is maybe not what you want, but... Okay, I think when I played the arcade version of this a bit, I think I was a little more on point, because I think I was not dying quite so much. I think I made it to the second level fairly handily, but... legitimately though, it's just a good time. Like, the first game quickly devolves into like, why did I choose to do this with my life? This one is like, yeah! I want to get good at this. I want to guide Arthur through these dastardly stages twice, to save the princess. By the way, once again, her name, Princess Prin Prin, that's a Japanese onomatopoeia for jiggling, so she's actually named after her boobs. Though, it seems like a lot of the, like, names for things may have come later. I saw a thing recently on Blue Sky, I think, where... Whoa! That was a bad situation. Where there was a really early magazine article that had, like, different names for a lot of the enemies and characters and stuff. Like, Astaroth wasn't called Astaroth yet, it was... What was it? Something with a G, I don't remember. And the princess is referred to as Guinevere, which I guess stands to reason. You're playing as Arthur, you know? But then I guess at some point they standardized all that. That's just gonna be a freaking trickster again. And then she was Princess Jiggleboob, so there you go. I was really hoping he was going to turn back into a Charmander Scyther hybrid like that. And then that didn't happen. I wonder what the practice difficulty actually does. Like, what is different from professional here? Does anyone know? Okay, so I guess with these guys, you just don't even want to try to engage. Just, like, get past them, and if they happen to turn to go out of window mode, you can hit them, but otherwise, just don't even try, I guess, is the way to do it. Look at these trees, just disgusted with what's going on here. Okay, we got this situation again. This time the pig wasn't there, so I guess don't scroll him onto the screen, and then you'll be fine. I was like, is he just not triggered yet? But I guess he was just waiting. Maybe I could have gotten in a free hit on him, though. Oh, God. Ah! Professional difficulty starts you on a second loop. That's very nice! Was this just like the Yuji Naka prologue before he turned into a bastard? Because he's really being nice to the player by doing some of it. Maybe it's because he was also just like, man, these games are too fucking hard. I'm gonna program in things. I'm in charge now. I'll decide how hard this game is. I mean, he also did Phantasy Star 2, which has that stupid-ass menu system, but I can't really be too harsh on that game because the development was really rushed. And it seems like Yuji Naka actually took one for the team there by convincing Sega management to give them a slightly larger cartridge if he, like, programmed the game, like, finished programming it, like, really quickly. So, I don't know, maybe good guy Yuji Naka did exist for a while there. These guys are getting crazy. Ah! Whoa! Angry turtles everywhere. Imagine walking into a place and there's just fucking bouncing, snapping turtles everywhere. You'd be fucked! Okay, it's tempting to just keep on playing Ghouls and Ghosts, but we gotta move on with our second sports game, Arnold Palmer Tournament Golf. This had a different endorsement in the Japanese version. It's Naomichi Ozaki no Super Masters. But you know, Super Masters of what? Look at him, he's so impressed. He's like, yeah, I get to be in 16-bit. No, that's Genesis music, listen to that. Frickin' Flea playing on this? Game entry. Well, I think D-Bomb said imps before, so we're gonna be imps this time. Whoa. Okay, I just wanna try, man. Just give me the initial settings. You can get advice? How do we get advice? Okay, I don't know how to actually get advice. Or select anything for that matter. Okay, just press A over and over, actually start. Okay, I think I got it. You know, in theory. I always forget how this stuff works. Like, what does the first one do? Is the first one like the angle that you hit the ball at? And the second was the strength, or what? Okay, I think that's what you want to do. So the first one's strength, I think. Nailed it. Really? That was a nice shot? I'm not sure that was such a nice shot. Oh, now we're in the overhead. Oh, and I went way too hard on that. Oh no, that was too strong. It sure was. Oh, it's rolling all the way over there. Damn it! Get in there. Don't tell me to be more careful. I was being as careful as possible. That was the problem. First is strength, second is technique. It angles away from the target if you don't line up with the marker. Got it. I don't know why I have such trouble like remembering how that works. It's not that complicated. It always fascinates me when they have to, like... It takes time to draw all the sprites so that you get, like, pop-in in a 2D game. I can't really hate on it, but it's just fascinating. Look at that! Look at that! It's so crazy! I'm completely off in the wrong direction, though. Okay, how can I, like, go in a different direction now? Oh my god! Every day I'm shuffling. That's fucking what? Oh, I pressed the wrong thing, though. Like, I don't know how to turn that around. I don't know how to do it. Or how to get advice still. So there's some stuff I don't understand, but I like it. Our next game is Super Hang-On. Classic, another Sega scalar game. And I already know that this one is not bad. I like that Sega logo animation. Don't use that enough. And that one, look at that go. It's all fancy. Arcade mode and original mode. I think this one has like some like, buddy, I'm in the menu. Can you give me a moment there? I think that one's like a story mode where you like build up your strength and stuff, but let's just try the arcade mode here. If you've played Outrun, this is Outrun. I think this one came first, actually. Whoa. And this is also a softer game volume-wise. I'm gonna have to edit the crap out of this in post for all the like game volumes to match. So of course, much like other super scalar stuff, you know, it's not gonna be super smooth. This is probably pretty cool at the time. I definitely recommend checking out the arcade version if you have a way to do so, because smoothness just makes you feel like you're going fucking fast. And of course, if you ever have the way the means somehow to find an actual cabinet of this, you get to sit on an actual motorcycle. Apparently, when this game was pitched, the bosses at Sega were like, well, this was about the original Hang-On, so this is the sequel. But when Hang-On was pitched, the boss at Sega were like, nobody's gonna want to straddle a motorcycle in public. That's gonna be embarrassing. If you've played Outrun High Five, for real though. But of course, people thought it was awesome, and I think all the girls that played it, like, because they wore skirts, they would like sit on it sideways. I think there's like photos of that you can find. Meanwhile, I was just like, and that's why pants are good. If you're gonna be having any sort of fun, you should probably wear pants. And yes, I know you're probably thinking about a type of fun where a skirt will be useful. But we don't do that. This is a family show. This is perfect for all ages right here. This could be YouTube Kids, my man. They released this game on PS4 and Hot Yakuza 0 was the bonus feature. That's good. Alright, so I messed up, so that's why I ran out of time. I messed up pretty badly there. Get another ad break going on. Let's check out original mode real quick. I'm really fast! Mia Ferraru is my rifle. Dude, look at my sponsor! Look at my sponsor! Is that Hiroshi Fujioka? Is that him? Is that Kamen Rider? If he's sponsoring me, then like this, I should be fucking gold, right? So I have no money, so you know, obviously I can't buy anything yet. But yeah, you can upgrade all your stuff. Ooh, password. People are in that kind of thing. There's one of these games in Blue Archive, and you can see up Neru's skirt when she visits the cafe. You're not supposed to do that. Also, Toki tries to sit on the game side saddle, and there used to be a glitch I liked where Toki and Neru rode together. It was very cute. I guess anyone can have to. Why? Wait. Why did I leave? What's going? Do I have to put into? No, I want to reset. Why did it exit the mode? I thought end would take me. I thought it was ending the menu. How do I start? How do I start? We can't leave it at that. I gotta figure out how to do this. I like roundups with fewer games because I can take my time. Okay, so I thought race was gonna have more settings, but obviously that is to actually do the race, and that's probably obvious to most people. But I have a weird rosy brain, so that's not gonna work. God damn it! Shut up! I'm playing Hang On! That's my medication alarm for anyone unaware. Oh. Oh man, you really start like that really controlled like crap for a bit there. You really gotta like up your stats. Oh man, I don't really like that. But it's just like, oh yeah, you know, you just start with like the worst stats. Like, how am I supposed to feel good about progressing if I start like this? I don't think this was a good idea. But I guess even though there's no way I could win anything, presumably I'll still get some money so I can upgrade my bike to be a real bike, right? I feel like I'd be going faster on a regular bicycle. With my feet, my feet paddling about. Because this doesn't really work. No wonder arcade mode is the default option, because you know that one actually looks good. If this is the first thing you saw, you'd be like, wow, this seems like the worst port ever. Well, you know, apart from Super Thunderblade, but... Like, I feel like if you're at the point where you're, like, getting sponsored to do races, you should probably have a decent bike. Man, this is gonna take forever. Look at the my progression there. It's gonna take so long to do this one race and then maybe get money to make my bike not ass. I don't think that that's gonna work very well. Next up is Super Highlights, so D-Bomb should be happy. Didn't we play a version of this? And it was ass? Was that like on NES or PCE or... We got some real music at least. It's not bad, honestly. Yeah, the music's kind of great. Young hero, awaken from your forgetful slumber. Your destiny beckons you. You keep saying that, huh? This should go on my playlist. And the young hero is like, 5 more minutes. I get it. I need to wake up. God. Okay. I'm not super fond of when games make you make a character. Like, there should just be like a starting build so you can just go right in. And then if you want to customize things kind of min-max, then... What should I name my character, though? I can't scroll up in chat far enough. Gramps? I wonder if it'll fit. I don't know how many characters I'm allowed to have. Yeah, there you go. Gramps. This'll be a warrior, sure. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to, like, roll stats and stuff, but I guess that happens by itself. Look at this smoothness. Blast processing. This is the city of the forest. Protective gear created by the fairies is said to be invulnerable. What? No self. I mean, I think everyone should take time to know themselves. Okay, equipment, none. That's really what I wanted to know. Gotta find a store, probably? Do I have money? Is that in there? Is that handle? Is that what that is? Is that the currency? Oh no, there's gold, 2,000. What is handle? What is this music? Sounds like Kuwabara's like showing up. It'd be funny. Alright, I guess we'll get a knife. I'm surprised at how many of these games require you to use A as like the confirm button. Oh, I guess maybe I could have gone for something more expensive. But let's... Yeah, okay. I also want armor though. And a shield. How do I equip? Okay, so you use it and then you equip it, but it doesn't tell you that. So now I can't move. What's going on? I can duck, but I can't move. You like this game? I mean, I guess it doesn't seem like the... Why can't I move properly? Why am I so slow? Can I not? Am I over encumbered just from having basic fucking equipment? Detach. Oh my god? So you can't... I can't even equip armor. This guy can't even wear leather, and even now he's slow. What is going on? No, he's still slow. Something's wrong. Like, I'm wearing nothing now, right? And then I mess up. I have no equipment, and yet I can't move good, so... Did I somehow mess up the speed? Something wrong with my controller? What the hell's going on? I'm holding the button. Just having them Jesus Christ, and you like this game? I can't buy basic equipment because this guy can't fucking walk more than 2 steps an hour, which we can verify because there's a timer. This guy's weaker than me, and he's supposed to be the hero that saves the kingdom or whatever? He can't wear clothes without being encumbered. It's just leather. It can't be so heavy that you'd be like, right? I'm kind of stunned by that. I feel like I should have my freaking hand capture on so you can see what I'm... Oh, man. So anyway, our next game is Rambo 3. I guess I got 2 versions of this for some reason. I don't know why. There he is! Low color Rambo. Still looks better than the Super Thunderblade title screen. I love that they specify that unauthorized duplication is strictly prohibited. So the other games are fine to pirate, but not this one though. Oh, those are jeeps. At first I thought that was a sea, and it was like, what the hell is that creature? Is that Red Foreman? Okay, selects. B uses the thing. And C is just gun, so that's cool. Oh god. What is that noise? Was that my bow, like, still charging up long after I fired it? Okay, this isn't going well. I can't even freaking see the enemy while trying to hit him. Like, that should get him, right? But I have to get all up in his face and then I just die because they're, you know, shooting at me. Okay, that doesn't even work. I thought that would go up because, you know, bow going an arc. This is not going well so far. Okay, cool. Bomb them? Nope. Okay, no, he fell out, but the tower's fine, though. How am I supposed to get these guys? They always get you first! What the fuck? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, that's cool collision detection right there. God, I just expect you to know how to do all this immediately. What? Oh, the fucking wall is shooting at me? What is this, Contra? There's not even anyone there. What? This sucks. This is awful. The next game is called Forgotten Worlds. Capcom game here. It's ported by Sega. Well, I mean, Ghouls and Ghosts was the same way, so whatever. Auto fire, satellite speed. Alright, let's just see what the game is first before we get into all that. Did you find him? Don't worry, we'll finish him today. What? What? What the fuck just happened? This shit. The game didn't even start yet, right? Is this some sort of anti-piracy getting triggered by my flashcard? It has to be, right? Because otherwise, how would this happen? It just kills you! It just fucking kills you immediately! Back to the emulator, I guess! Some days I don't even know why I fucking bother with the flashcard if shit like this is gonna happen. That was incredible. Alright, Forgotten Worlds. What the actual shit? Okay, there's the game. I want to know why that was happening. That was crazy. Oh my god, the sound. Oh, right. Okay, so in the arcade you had a spinner controller. But here you gotta hold A or C to rotate, which is maybe not ideal, but... And it sure has that, like, pre-CPS Capcom arcade sound. It's so shrill. God, this is hard. Damn, those alien bastards are making me rotate. The Duke only wants to face toward babes. Never turn your back on a babe, I say. Oh God. It's so hard. Oh my God, the popcorn. Oh God. The popcorn's everywhere. I can't get to those guys. They shoot so far. Oh my God. This is probably a lot easier to control with a spinner. Let the guy who plays the guy who does a lot of shooting still have to be built like a brick shit house. You ever watch an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Okay, I don't know if I can give that a full-blown recommendation. I think that might not be appropriate to play with a normal controller. I think if there had been a spinner controller that they could have used, that would have made more sense. Our next game is Mystic Defender. I believe in Japan this is a Kujakuo game, which is a manga. And I think we played a game based on this on the Master System before, but Joe Yamato. Alright. Save the world. And also save the babe, I guess. It's just Kenshiro again. More rad music. Joe, if you hope to rescue Alexandra, immediately come to Azuchi Castle. Didn't we already establish this? We need to establish that the hero does indeed go on the quest that was outlined. Otherwise, you know, you might think this is a game about just sitting at home with your thumb up your ass, but... This looks like you can interact with it, it's glowing, but... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just gonna charge up. That looks like you can stand on it too, like I'm just already getting a little confused about what the rules are here. Oh, okay, these guys are back. Woo. Why are these glowing? There's gotta be something to them, right? Like, why would this random decoration be glowing? If it's just their decoration. Man, you charge up your Kamehameha properly, they can't do shit. This seems familiar. What was that one NES game? Demon Hunter or whatever? Didn't that have a boss like this immediately? Is he gonna ever stop spin dashing, or is that just not in the cards? Can I switch the weapon? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Nope, that doesn't help. Okay, I go up here and then he finally cuts that shit out. Only for a little bit, though. He can just jump up wherever he wants! Okay, this weapon kind of blows because I gotta charge it up for so freaking long, and if you get hit, you lose it. God damn. Again, you get good hits in it, and then... boom. Alright, see you later, Johnny. I'll probably raid you later. Yeah, this seems pretty cool once you get the hang of it. And you get to rescue a babe, so like... according to Alcazar, that means it's immediately a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I'd say this is worth playing based on what I'm doing so far. That first boss was just kind of confusing. But, you know, once you learn. I keep thinking you can stand on stuff that you can't stand on. Is that an evil baby? Look at those evil babies. Okay. Okay. There might be a bit of a learning curve involved, but, like... I want to like it. That's gotta count for something, right? How do I get up there? Well, I don't get that part, but... yeah, check that one out. Next game, Revenge of Shinobi! Watch as I embarrass myself because streamer tax, but I have beaten this game. It is one tough son of a bitch. You're gonna have to memorize, and yes, Spider-Man is in it. You're gonna have to memorize the fuck out of everything. You're gonna have to be on your A game. I have not played the new one. I've heard some mixed things about it. Like I've heard that it keeps interrupting with a dumb story that no one cares about. So you don't actually get to fucking enjoy playing the game. See, this is a game where you don't want to press A because that's where your special move is. But, like, everyone I see playing this game for the first time, invariably, they press A and immediately waste their ninjutsu. It happens every time. That's boom. Oh shit. That was not supposed to happen like that at all. What kind of feels bad in this game is like when you get your power up, which makes your shot stronger and gives you the ability to deflect projectiles. You lose it if you get hit just once. Though I don't think contact damage counts in this game, which is... like, you still, like, get knocked back, but it doesn't actually harm you, I think. It's been a while. Yeah, I read some reviews of the new game that found the story stuff really annoying, and it doesn't help that apparently it's a really crappy story. But yeah, this game rules. It's very hard, so if you're not into games that you just gotta freaking practice over and over, it might not be for you, but... and also, there's one part late in this game that always fucking pisses me off, because it's a jump that is so goddamn wide that it doesn't even feel fair. That's the one time where I'm like, okay, that doesn't even feel like I'm doing something wrong. Okay. This confusing thing where that doesn't open the door in front of you, you gotta go back. And it does give you an arrow, but like, sometimes the arrow doesn't seem to trigger, so I've seen people get confused by that too. I think there's always a limited amount of these dudes here. And there's no time limit, so sometimes a ninja just has to take their time. There, got all of those, so now they can't come after me. Same deal here, take your time. I am like terrified of actually doing a proper playthrough of this game on stream, because streamer tax will like destroy me, even though I know a lot of this game's tricks. And there are some stages that they're definitely still just like super freaking difficult as this game goes on, no matter how well you know them. They like alternate. I used to be able to just do that without getting hit at all. Why'd I change directions there? Gotta make sure you pick up more shurikens because they're limited, and if you run out, you're gonna have some real trouble hitting anything. Always wait for those guys to like raise their blade, like you can just duck walk to them. Because if you hit them while they're still defending, it resets their animation, and you can be shooting shurikens till the cows come home. You won't damage him. And this guy, you know, those enemies kind of teach you about this guy. He's really kind of like a bigger version. Because it's like, yeah, bait him and then hit him. I saw someone play this for the first time recently, and they just could not. Like, they tried hitting this guy in the head, and like they you know, they didn't get it, so they didn't try it again, and just went for this crazy strategy that involves the ninjutsu and like constantly wasting your double jump shuriken move. And it was just like, you know, I'm not allowed to backseat, but oh, it's one of those moments. Have any of you ever had that with a stream of mine where you're like, I don't want to backseat, but... Dumb situation here, because this guy's just gonna keep doing that. I think you just gotta get him as he comes down the first time. Oh. I don't know where the ground is. This is always tough. This is like, this moment filters you if you don't know how to use the double jump correctly. Also, my bit rate is probably ass right now with this waterfall, but... Oops. Whoop. Get that. Oh, this is the infamous part. This is gonna kill me. If I somehow make this, it'll be a miracle, because this part is really hard to do. You do have a power-up that lets you jump real high, but you want to try not to use the ninjutsu too much, because you get a big bonus for not using it. And if you get enough score, your health bar gets longer, and that's going to be very useful as this game goes on and continues to get harder. I'm probably only doing decent because I don't care that much right now. I'm just showing the game off. So, you know, if I were to actually try to play this properly, I would probably be doing way worse. That's how that works, right? Oh, shit. The double jump is pretty finicky. And if you miss it, sometimes shit like that happens. There's like, oh, guess that's not happening to me. That's not happening today. Oh. Okay, that's a good time to go to the next game. Plus, the next boss battle is a serious seizure warning, so... D1 says, on the topic of the vaccinating, tend to either ask or try not to go overboard. Gavin says, not really, but mostly because the games you play on stream aren't usually games I've played. I think it did happen way back when you tried Cube Escape, but in that one you were actively asking for help and I couldn't give it because I had like 3 minutes of chat lag. Yeah, those were annoying times back on Picardo where the chat lag was just crazy. I should try playing that properly sometime again because I remember being in a pretty crummy mood at that time too. So I was probably not giving the game its due. Our next game is Truxton. Getting on up here with the classic shooters. I believe this game, like, the music goes too fast. And if you play it on panel, it actually sounds more like it's supposed to, is what I heard. So it's suspected that, the Toa plant people pouring the game weren't giving the right information about how the Mega Drive works. And that's why the music is so fast. The music's super loud. I'll turn it down. Man, this just keeps happening with this console. And I think this game's on the Mini too, and it actually gives you the option to fix the music. That's your bomb, by the way. That's Radical 80s right there. And you know, this being a Toa Plant shooter, this game's hard as balls. It may not look it yet, but it will be. It's gonna happen. But if you like shoot 'em ups and you somehow have not gotten into Toa Plant games, you should really get on that. Gotta love when they just give you like multiple weapon power-ups and you're like, what do I pick? Especially when you don't know how to do it yet. You don't yet know what's what and what's good where. But I like this one because it's a big neon green. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was also a weapon. It seems to have made this whole thing worse. This seems to be like straight up a worse weapon. Why would you let me pick that up? Just to trick me? Huh? You just want to trick me? Rosie? No, you can't do that. But man, I love shoot-'em-ups. I'm not the best at them. You know, I've only been one Toho. And that's the one that you're allowed to beat on easy for a real ending. I got so close to beating Toho 6 when I streamed it, though. That was a tragic moment right there. Now we're talking. Look at that. Big wide beam. Whoa. I saw it coming. I saw it coming, and it still got me. That's always the worst feeling. When you just have that, like, impending doom moment. There's not that many games left, so hopefully we'll be able to get to it before you have to head out. In fact, there's only 5. So, the next one is called Mahjong Kabaryu Shiro Okami no Yabo. Mahjong Kabaryu. I gotta imagine this is based on a manga or something, right? But if you indeed have to play Mahjong, it's gonna be a pretty short one. Whoa, epic Mahjong up in here. Sega's like, yo, if we're gonna debut Mahjong on our console, we can't be fucking around. Well, that's not much of a surprise, is it? What is with the goddamn volume difference? Do we need someone to develop replay gain for Genesis? This is fucking ridiculous. Oh god, is it an adventure game too? Am I double fucked right now? And it's moving really slowly with it. What is this guy? Are those his eyebrows? I gotta assume that's face paint, right? But it looks like he just has massive eyebrows that are just...
This is bullshit, man.
that are just encroaching his entire face. Oh god, it's an adventure game. Well, at least I can move on quickly. I can't play these. And if there's a fucking translation patch, it's fucking Mahjong. I don't care. Herzog 2. This was on the Mini. And I tried it briefly, and I remember not understanding fuck all. Oh, it's Technosoft again, with a photo background. But you know, at least it's in sepia. Game window wide display. Well, I suppose to what? Upgrade. Okay, yeah, so you can fly around and walk around, and I know there's like a versus thing that you can do, like the 2-player versus where you have split screen. I remember this getting like really complicated, but maybe I'm thinking of a different game. You know this game from some weird source. Alright? Oh, I died. Somehow. That was weird. We get this map screen and I find a little difficult to parse. Oh, I thought this was like, you know, the abyss, but you can just go down here and just walk around. Whoa! Okay, what keeps killing me? Is anyone seeing that? There's an oldest fuck Newground Flash animation called Chip and Dale's MMORPG, in which one of this game's songs was featured in the credits. You're right, that is a weird source. Okay, I gotta figure out what the hell keeps killing me. Is it that thing? Why do I keep dying? Don't tell me that's copy protection again. If so, I'm just gonna have to stop using the fucking flashcard if this keeps happening. If I just stand here, will I die? Wait, is it my energy running out up there? No, I just died. I'm so confused. Okay, let's just do nothing and see what happens here. Something's happening. I'm presuming that's a computer player doing something, but... like they're like losing and gaining energy. Okay, so nothing happens if I just hang around. So why do I keep dying? Like, there's nothing to shoot yet, and then I just die. Out of nowhere. Okay, finally, the other player. Holy shit. See, now I understand why I'm dying. I thought there was like more to this, like you could like build shit, but yeah, all this. I think you can like build shit. I just don't know how to do it. So I might, to properly like figure this game out, I might need more time and like a manual, but for now we gotta move on. There's just a few more games left. The next game is Sword of Vermilion, so I believe that's an RPG. So this would be the second one on the Genesis, right? So you have Phantasy Star. Slow Sega logo. It's a very odd RPG. The classic Sword and Stone. Our name is gonna be Arpo. Like Harpo, but without the H. Long ago, King Tarkon of Carthagena unleashes evil hordes upon the peaceful land of Excalabria. Okay. Cartagena? Okay, now I'll have to skip the story. So yeah, I've heard of this game. Like, I see the title all the time. I see the game in retro game stores a bunch, but I've never played it. I don't know anything about it other than it's an RPG. So I don't know if it's good. Don't know if it's bad. Don't know anything. Except that D-Bomb just tells me that it's odd, so now I know that. I am really hungry. I'm gonna have... I didn't have a proper lunch because I had a late breakfast because I slept in. I've been sleeping in a lot lately. What is this music? It's unusual. Everyone has been looking for you. Your father is nearing death's door. Thank you, random little girl. I mean, if you could just tell me that a game is weird and then I can move on, then I wouldn't need to do the show. It would just be a show where you tell me, I name a game and then you tell me it's weird and then I can move on. Okay, so where's my dying dad? Can anyone tell me that? God, your walk speed is so slow. Oh my god, you gotta... Sorry, you can't open that. Why is this fucking slow? Oh my god. Is there like a attack speed setting I missed somewhere? It's hard to describe until you walk out on the map. Am I allowed to do that, or are they gonna be like, no, you're gonna visit your father who's somewhere? Yeah, nope, not allowed to leave. Oh my god, I can't imagine wanting to play this game for very long if this is the speed we're dealing with. No processing, blast or otherwise, is going on here. It's trying to go for an atmosphere, but why is this house so hardcore? Your father is calling. Where is he? Is he upstairs? Could they not start me with this? Christ. There's no... I am already so annoyed. I'm not your real father. All this fucking pomp and circumstance. Yeah, you gotta go see your father. And then he's like, I'm not your father. What is this? Okay, how much bullshit is there gonna be before we get to actually... This could have been an email. how much more of this shit is there before I get to the map? Because I want to actually show what the game is, but it's not letting me. Please God, there has to be some way to speed the text up, right? I am desperately pressing every button. Am I required to get equipment, or? Oh, you press start here, and okay. But if that was normal, like I'm not confident about how fast is. Equip. Don't have the proper. Okay, so I have nothing, so I'm gonna need some of that. I need some of that. Holy fuck, this warp speed! I have 200 Kim. Oh, I like a weapon, but... Okay, oh, bronze sword. I thought that said bronze shield, sorry. That's my beat. Don't tell me I'm gonna be fucking over encumbered again. Gameplay better be fucking awesome. Oh, it's first person. Well, they're trying with the scaling at least. I'm not sure why there's fog of war in the forest like 5 feet outside of my house, but... Oh god, what? Oh, jeez. He's at a freaking Idol concert right now. Just waving that glow stick. It just happened so suddenly. This guy's just like, man! Yeah, no, I can see the bit on the right. It's just, it's not very useful because you can't see more than 2 feet around you, so... Wow, okay. No, I don't think that's very good. We have 2 more games. This one's called Curse. Just Curse. Remember? It's gotta be the Wild West when you're still early enough in your medium that you can just name something like one word and just like, oh yeah, of course. I was not expecting a... Is the curse that this game runs like ass? I didn't even have time to finish saying, oh, it's a shoot 'em up before it was just like, oh, this is cool. Oh my god. See, I feel kind of bad because, like, I don't even know what the rest of this game is like. You know, they could have a lot of great ideas waiting just around the corner. But this just immediately doesn't feel good to play because look at it! Look at that frame rate! Look at it! Oh no, I don't like that. Why is that doing that? I don't like it. These guys are just waiting here for an ambush. Yeah, no, this is, if there's a version of this game that doesn't run like absolute trash, I would be willing to try it. It's probably still not gonna be great. You know, the graphics aren't super inspiring, and You're just like in a freaking like long cave kind of thing with the ceiling, and then it makes me go like, oh, it's Darius 1, the bad one. Woof. Woof, I say. Our last game of the day is Golden Axe. Final game released in 1989. In Japan, presumably, because I'm using the earliest release dates on my list, whatever they may happen to be, so wherever game came out first, that's where it goes on the list. This is another port that's, like, pretty close to just how the game should be, you know? Very similar to the arcade. I think the sound is actually... Well, the music is actually a little better, I think. Like, I like the arrangements better. But it does have a problem where, like, you know, you're gonna have less sound samples and they always interrupt the music, you'll see. As soon as I stop sucking. Yeah, like that. And it even has, like, I think there's an extra stage at the end, or at least an extra boss fight compared to the arcade version. I've never beaten the Genesis version, but I beat the arcade version on an actual machine. Which, you know, it had free play turned on, so that's not that much of an accomplishment, but... Yeah, you can two-player this, you can sit on these dudes. There's also... You're also gonna get mounts that, like, have flames, and yeah, that's gonna happen constantly, where you're like, get off that, and then they just come back and they're like, no, you get off that. But yeah, it's very fun. It is pretty stiff, this first Golden Axe. So combat can get a little tedious at times, which is obviously not what you want. These little thief dudes will drop magic for your bomb. Your magic biome, which, as you can see by the thing up there, every character has like a different magic loadout. So here with Tiras, you need 4 to do level 1 magic, but then it goes up by 1 like every time you get another. Look at that! It just goes on and on. It's just not fucking around. Because, as you know, being a female gives you more magic. That is the law. And now you gotta fight the Uncle Phil twins. Oh. Right, you got the fucking run move. On the freaking DOS port, there's actually, like, analog control. Oh yeah, they're gonna steal your magic, but I don't have any. And then you can just kick the shit out of them to get it back and more, which is great. It's your ability to tie this battlefield up in so much litigation that Tiras' grandchildren are gonna need lawyers? Probably. But they're also just like, Jeffrey, bring me Lucille, and then it's the hammer that they carry. But yeah, on the DOS version, the analog control makes it so that you can just tilt the stick and just run all the time. You don't even have to double tap, which makes the game a lot easier because you can just like effortlessly. It'll take you a while, but it's pretty crazy. I always love that, like, beat-em-ups have to make the rundown attack really inefficient because the guy always falls down, just so that it's not OP. Yeah, it's hard to... This is one of those where it's really hard to get out of having enemies on both sides, so you really gotta watch your position. And that was weird. I think because, like, they're like on this corner, it's like hard to properly get a combo on them. But yeah, Golden Axe, Good game. Sorry. Didn't mean to swish at you there. And extra fun with friends. Here's the fire breathers. And then, of course, you're constantly gonna get knocked off. And if it happens too many times, the animal just it's like, fuck you, and leaves, so. But yeah, if you're getting attacked from both sides, the fire breathers are the dragons are pretty hard to hold on to. Why are you running away from a little thief guy, though? You're not scary, you just kick him and you get magic. Wait for the actual boss to show up here. Because I think it's not just these people. That would be a bit of a downgrade from Giant Uncle Phil's. It's like, normal! Normal enemies! There we go. Ah! Turned that against me. Yeah, they really try to constantly just like surround you here. It's not ideal. There we go. I think these are the real bosses. But yeah, this is very good and a great game to leave off on our first SMD Roundup. If you enjoy this, I have tons of NES and PCE Roundups and Master System Roundups over on my YouTube channel. Of course, we're going to go through the entire Genesis / Mega Drive library as we go on, but it's going to take a while because we're going to get to 1990 pretty soon, and then there's going to be so many consoles, so many games. So it'll take a while, but check it out. Also check out my other playthroughs of games. If you like Genesis stuff, I have quite a bit of Sonic on my channel. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Stick around for a raid, maybe, if Johnny's already streaming. I love you all. Don't forget to tell your friends about Rosie. Follow me on these things down here. Rosie rolling out. Wow, my voice needs to rest. Alright, let's see about that raid. Hey, where's the following thing? Is nobody I'm following streaming right now? Because it's not showing the option. What's happening here? Yeah, no, I guess there's no one to raid. Sorry about that. See you later.